Hey everybody, this is Big Benedict. Electrocutioner, one hit kill. Right there. Cutscene, and then there's a big brawl. So, I actually had a game-breaking glitch occur to my save data. Some of you might have seen the video I posted. What I did was removed it and replaced it with this video because on this channel I don't have any other videos except videos that belong to guides and playlists. So what happened was, you know the fight where you put well, it's not a fight, but there is a pretty big brawl, and then afterwards you go up to the office and put Tracy into the jail cell, and after that you go downstairs after flying out of the office window, and then you're dealing with like a martial artist, well, not a martial artist, but just some big dude that you can't counter his attacks. And it was ridiculous because I reloaded the checkpoint, and it had me in this like falling animation in a black like limbo area, and I couldn't get out of it. And I thought maybe it was, ooh, there's some big lag right there. I don't know how I survived. This game is so rife with problems. It's so bad. But I tried uninstalling the game data, leaving my save, because all I had was one save file, so I actually ended up deleting it and starting over, but it was such a hassle. But I realized that I really wasn't too far into the game, so it only took me like an hour and a half to get back to where I was. And it's just one of those things. You pay $65 for a brand new game, this huge game that's on like 3 platforms, and it doesn't work. And I was searching all over the internet, and I saw several other people had that problem. Like, I saw 3 videos with the same problem, and it's just so bad. And I don't know what I did to trigger it. I wish I knew so I can avoid it. The only thing I can think of is that I leave my system on a lot, so I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, hope it doesn't happen again. It's just so fucking ridiculous that kind of shit exists for this huge game. It's just a damn tragedy. But I did want to say, a couple of videos back I was telling you guys that when I get the combo, the multiplier up to 8, then I use the triangle and O button to do the iframes takedown, because that's what I like to do. But doing that move, that doesn't ruin your combo, so you can do it and move forward. Even if you parry, so long as you're not wasting too much time, then you're going to be able to keep your combo meter going. But anyway, enough of that. This is going to be a long video as well. Yeah, and I really like the ship environment. It's really neat. Okay, so where are we going now? We're just going to be doing some moving around this corridor area. And what I did was, I do have one more upgrade beyond what I had before because I was doing more fights. Ooh, and I also discovered from somebody's comment on another guide that you don't have to tap the X button and physically open those gratings on the sides of the building. You can do the slide right into them, and it just takes them off. I didn't even realize that. But it only works for when you're going into the grate. You can't do it when you're inside of it, obviously, because you're crouched. So that door right there is locked, and you just need to keep going up here. What else have I discovered with this game that's a problem? You saw that lag there. That was game lag. That was not render lag or anything like that. The loading times just depress me so much. I know this game is a really tight game at 60 frames a second, but those fucking loading times, man. Jeez. So that's one of the incentives to not die for sure. And if you think you're gonna die, definitely restart the checkpoint before it locks you into that animation. But anyway, I'm here for the long haul, and I'm not going to give up on my project. You know, it's just one of those ironies that the fucking game made me almost quit my guide. Not any kind of problem from YouTube, which I sometimes get on new projects. So this part here, we're going to be using the remote-controlled batarang. And if you aren't really familiar with it, you probably haven't played the second game too much. But all you need to do is throw the thing with the left trigger, or not the left trigger, the L2 button, and then the R2 button. And then when you're in this mode, you don't have to keep holding the L2 button down. And you could slow this thing down by pressing the L2 button and get it to go slower for yourself. So now we're going into this grading, and this was at the point where I didn't know about these gradings here. But I was playing Arkham Asylum before I was playing Bayonetta a few weeks ago. And I really enjoyed that game. I like Arkham Asylum, and I considered doing a guide for that game in lieu of this guide, but I'm sick of playing things that I've already played. It's just so... I want something new, you know? After a certain point, you really crave for something new.
The casino.
But I really like this area. It's the casino area, and down here is where we're going to have a pretty big brawl. Yeah. I will try to correct myself too if I say things. I don't like saying things that are incorrect, and that can lead to confusion. But sometimes I may say something that I later realize was incorrect, and I will make amends, make verbal reparations on my videos. So that wasn't the huge fight, but this one is here. So what we're going to be having here is guys with body armor and guys with knives. So really use that takedown. I can't tell you how great that knife takedown is, because it's an instant kill if you do it correctly. See, did it right there. Bam. Guy's dead. And this is a really tough fight. It really is. So we've got that. You see the guy to the left? He's got body armor, plus he's got a broken bottle. So if we can take that guy out with the iframes takeout, that's going to be very convenient for us. It's just one of those small mercies in one of these games when you happen to be lined up with that guy, and then you press the O and the triangle button. Someone was also telling me that that the Xbox 360 doesn't have the problems with the freezing. But then somebody else told me that his did freeze in the same manner that mine did, or a similar manner. But I'm not going to play another game on another console just because it might work better. This game should work the way it's supposed to, you know. Or why did they even launch the game? It doesn't even make any sense. I know some things they can't foresee, but every other game. Well, not every other game, but a lot of other games come out and they don't have game-breaking glitches. You know?
I'm sorry, alright? Sorry!
Okay, so Tracy's up there. Now we have to go up there and get her. So you're going to go into this. Do I slide here? No, I didn't slide. But if you do slide into this crate right here, you're going to alert the other guy over here. But if you can just tap the triangle button quickly enough, he's not going to be an issue.
Like that, huh? Yeah, like that. Anyway, she's making enough, she can tell me.
Or was that the part? That may have not been the part I'm thinking about.
That's what my dad always said.
Oh, no, that's another... I'm sorry, that's another part I just did earlier when I was restarting this whole campaign.
Kill this son of a bitch.
So this door is going to open and out, and now you're going to have one guy who doesn't have a gun and two guys that do have guns. So this is a kind of awkward situation because I think what the game wants you to do is just brawl, and it's hard to brawl with enemies that have guns because Batman will flinch to the point where you can seriously get stun locked, kind of in The Last of Us. But there's been a bunch of good games that have come out this year. You know, The Last of Us didn't have any problems. I don't remember having any problems with that game. God of War had some sound issues. And you know, those are the 2 new games I've played this year and made guides for. I've played other games that have been new. But but with that battle done, now we're going to go up here into the office, and my glitch that occurred right as you come out of that office, burst through the glass and then open the door. So just use this elevator here. And now what's going to happen is you're just going, I believe you have to counter her attack. I think she tries to hit you.
She's earned herself a dry slap, she has.
That better be lip gloss you're reaching for.
Yeah. Tries to hit you with a baseball bat, and then we're going to put her in the jail. And then you're going to get yourself a checkpoint. So this will be the checkpoint before the next large fight. Make a deal? Is that what it said? Make a deal? Okay. So that is our next goal right there. And as I mentioned, this is the checkpoint area, so just fly out here, and then when you land, go to the right. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't burst through it. You have to do this. But I think every time you die, this is already broken. So at least it's convenient in that regard. Okay, so these enemies here, we have 3 of the... No, I think we have 2 regular enemies, 1 knife enemy, and this guy here, whom you can't counter. The red lines above his head when he attacks means just that you can't counterattack him. So the best thing to do, actually, on these large enemies, even the guys with the heavy-duty body armor, do the cape stun, and then just punch them repeatedly. Even to the point where you get 9 or 8 if you don't have the upgrade yet for 5 for the multiplier. Just you know, cape stun and then punch them enough times until you can get the iframes takedown, and then do that. And so that means that you can take out some of the other guys that aren't that guy, and just build your combo meter up pretty high. This was the point actually where my glitch occurred, right as this checkpoint here after that fight. So it looks like I got another upgrade. So what I'm going to buy is a critical counter, because the next one after that will enable me to do the iframes takedown with only 5 combo hits instead of 8. So this room here, what we have are many armed soldiers and 1 guy who is guarding the hostage. So this only took me a couple tries, but the reason I died on it was because I failed the objective. Once you take out all these guys, then you're going to have to go over to the guy who's guarding the hostage, and if he sees you, he's going to kill the hostage. So what's best is to, since there is no checkpoint, what you want to do is just take out all the guys before you attack him. Just pick off guys individually, and then I would, instead of trying to creep up on that guy, because what the game lets you do is it will let you creep up on him, and his back is turned enough so that you can go up to him. But it's safer, I think, to just perch on a gargoyle and then just go in for a takedown. It's much safer that way. So 1 guy is dead, and now I'm going to go for this guy. And you see the guy up on the railing, not that guy, but the guy right to the left. He's stationary. That was the last guy I had to take out, actually. And then that will be the end of this video, and the next video will be the Deathstroke boss fight. But I'll still remain here until this confrontation's over. So, I think this is like the second serious stealth section in this game. You can go in the crates, you can do takedowns from inside them if you want to, but just be aware that if there are bodies, if there are knocked out bodies by any of the crates, the enemies will check the nearby crates. So it looks like it's just down to this last guy here. And when I was doing this, I wasn't sure if he was stationary or not. But to take him out easily, just go on the gargoyle above him. Then you can do the ledge takedown. That gargoyle right there, and it'll have you do the inverted takedown. So the game lets you just have this move. I think you have to buy it in the other games. And then just take out this final guy right here. And then before the boss, there's one more fight. And it's a pretty easy fight. It's actually very simple versus these guys here. So just fight in the normal manner you're accustomed to. Do your blade takedowns when possible, if you have it. Hopefully you do. And when two guys are attacking you simultaneously, you've got to press the counter button twice, just to let you know about that. And then he'll shove both of them to the ground. But that'll be the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope I don't get any more glitches.